Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rodrigo, and welcome to the Working in Australia with HCA webinar. Okay, well, today we're going to talk about all the requirements that you need to know in order for you to be eligible to work in Australia. We have Casey here as well with me, just in case if she pops in and starts talking as well. So that's Casey. Okay, so yeah. So we can move on and start the webinar. So why Healthcare Australia? So just a bit of an intro about us. We are the largest nursing agency in Australia with office in each state. So wherever you plan on working, we will be able to offer shifts to you. You have the flexibility to move around the country as much as you like, picking up work as you go along, or you can base yourself in one place if that's what you prefer. Okay. Just one important thing I forgot to mention: we have this chat box that we're going to have some Q&A at the end of the presentation. Okay. So yeah, just please wait till the end of the presentation so you can start. Because it would be a little bit overwhelming if you can, in the middle of the presentation, you're going to start answering questions. Okay, so just bear with me and just wait till the end of the presentation so you can ask your questions. All right. So about Healthcare Australia again, we offer you flexible agency shifts and local contracts and also permanent positions. Okay. We have offices in London and we also have offices in New Zealand. So we are here in London at the moment. Now, to be able to work in Australia, you are required a minimum of 12 or 24 months experience. For nurses, in specific, general nursing, mental health nursing, for example, we ask for 12 months. For specialties like ED, ICU, and theatre, we ask for 24 months minimum experience. Okay. Rights to work in Australia, we are talking about Australian visas. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about it a little bit further on this webinar. And registration with AHPRA, AHPRA is the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency. So for people in the UK, AHPRA is similar to the NMC or the HCPC. Okay, if you are a health practitioner and you want to work in Australia as a health practitioner, you need to be registered with them. And once you're registered with them, you are allowed to work anywhere in the country because AHPRA is a national office. Okay, so for the AHPRA registration, all right, for internationally qualified nurses, there are 8 different criteria that you need to meet. So you will be able to find that on the AHPRA website. If you go to the ahpra.gov.au, you will be able to find that. So prior to anything, make sure that you are eligible for registration and submit your application form if you believe you're suitable. Okay. So overseas qualification needs to be equivalent to the Australian bachelor degree as a minimum. Okay, AHPRA, we require a minimum of a bachelor degree in order for you to be registered with them. Okay, make sure that your documentation is certified as per AHPRA guidelines. On the last page of the application form, you see the information and definitions, and they will explain to you exactly how they want things done. Okay, allow yourself 3 to 6 months to have everything organized because it takes a bit long. So yeah, just don't panic if you don't hear anything from them within 3 months. It's normal. Okay, for people who are not people who don't have a bachelor degree, diploma trained nurses, they might have an option to apply via New Zealand. Okay, and once you are eligible to work in New Zealand, you can apply to AHPRA by the Trans-Tasman Mutual Agreement. Okay, so once you're registered with New Zealand, you will be able to work in Australia as well. Okay, so it's yeah, it's a bit of a detour, but it's always possible. Just do some research about that, and you see how it works. For the AHPRA registration process, okay, so if you are registered with us, we can definitely give you some assistance. Okay, it's up to you to fill out the form and make the payment, submit everything. But if you have any questions about about the application form, just let us know. We can actually give you an AHPRA tip sheet, which will assist you with the application form. The application form for internationally qualified nurses is the AGOS 40, okay, AGOS-40. If you have been previously registered in Australia, don't use that one. Use the AGEN-40. Okay, it's a little bit different. As I said, familiarize yourself with our AHPRA registration form and check if you meet the criteria. Okay, the application can be a bit overwhelming, so that's why we are here to assist you and give you some help. And prepare all the additional documentation. Make sure that everything is certified. Okay, you needs to be, every copy needs to be certified by Justice of the Peace or Notary Public. Just find one near you and get everything done. And you can only submit by post, unfortunately. There's no online application to be submitted to AHPRA, only the AGN-40, but that's the different story, so we don't have to worry about that. It's just the AGOS-40. Okay, so once approved in principle, you have 3 months to activate the registration. So how it works, you have an approval letter. Okay, so once you are approved in principle, you receive the letter, and from the date of that letter, you have 3 months to be in the country and present some identification in any of the AHPRA offices. They are, basically on every city, every main capital city in Australia. And then once you provide that, they will activate your PIN. In a couple of days, you get your registration. Talking about visa options, we don't want to get too much into detail because HCA it's not a migration agency, okay? So you are responsible for your own visa. These are the most popular ones. Normally people go for the working holiday visa or the sponsored visa 457 or the skilled migration, okay, which is the permanent visa. So if you have if you need any information about this visa, just check on www.border.gov.au for more information, and that's an official immigration website. You can apply for it via the website as well. And if you still need some more information about visas, please talk to a migration agent, okay? Because they are the experts. They know what they're talking about, and they will actually give you the right advice about which visa you should apply for. Okay, let's just talk a little bit about agency nursing in Australia. Okay, so Healthcare Australia is a national company and offers work in every state and territory. So the advantages are you are in control of your roster. You let us know when you're available, and we book you in for shifts when you are available. You can move, travel, and transfer around Australia. If you're registered with Healthcare Australia, excuse me, you just let us know where you're going, and we transfer your profile to the place where you're going, and you can start working there as well. It's a good way to get to know Australia a little bit better. For the free flight incentive, this is valid till the 31st of August. So basically, if you start working with us by the 31st of August and you complete within the first 6 months 500 hours, you are entitled of your refund for your flight tickets. Okay, so make sure you keep your receipts. And you can use the HCA app, excuse me, and you'll be able to tell us about your roster, your availability, and you can also have access to your electronic pay slips as well. Now let's just talk about the real nurse lifestyle. Again, talking about agency nursing, okay? So let's just give an example of a UK nurse who arrived in October, and she's got 2 years experience in the UK. She commenced work with us on the 9th of November, and then after 9 shifts, she can earn $4,800. And for agency on the move as well, if you want to travel around Australia, let's say that a nurse has worked in 3 different states when she arrived, and she's done 125 shifts, and at the end she could earn almost 75,000 Australian dollars. Or if an agency nurse decides to stay, let's say for example she's done the working holiday visa, she's done some agency work, and she decided to stay, and she wanted to have some a permanent position. So she spoke to HCA perm team for assistance, and we were able to get her sponsorship through a hospital. So she was able to stay a little longer after the working holiday visa. We also offer regional, rural, and remote. Okay, so we working in locations beyond the metropolitan area. So we're not talking about Sydney now, we're talking about regional areas of Australia. There are some great opportunities, and it can be extremely rewarding. You will be working with different coaches, and there's a unique experience, and it's a unique lifestyle. It's a little bit different than the major cities in Australia. And we do have a team. HCA has a dedicated rural and remote team that will assist you with jobs in those areas if you are interested. Now, for permanent opportunities, we can, as I said, we can offer sponsorship. So we can facilitate you to get sponsored by a hospital. So if you are interested in getting sponsored, you can get in contact with us, send us your CV, and you will be able to, match your skills with a hospital that is willing to sponsor you, and we get you in contact with that hospital, and then hopefully you can get sponsored by that hospital. Permanent nursing opportunities, this is what we have at the moment. Okay, of course, the demand might change. The opportunities that can be here today might not be there tomorrow, but at the moment, this is what we have for Sydney, Melbourne, etc. So if there's anything that interests you, you just let us know, just give us a call, and we will be able to assist you. We also have allied health opportunities. Okay, so we offer local and permanent positions for allied health professionals, including radiographers, sonographers, physiotherapists, etc. Make sure that you are already eligible to work in Australia. For example, professions like physiotherapy, pharmacists, it's very important that you already have your AHPRA sorted. Then we'll definitely be able to assist you with jobs in allied health. We also have doctors opportunities. At the moment, you can have access to more than 100 new opportunities for doctors, and we do have a dedicated doctors team that we will be able to assist you with jobs. Okay, so our international team are ready to help today, and I hope that's quite helpful. I know there's a lot of information to take on board, but that's why we are here to teach you. So just bear in mind that If you are from US, Canada, or Asia, contact the New Zealand office. They will be able to assist you. If you are in the UK, Ireland, EU, or Africa, just contact the London office and we'll be able to help you out. You can also visit our website, www.healthcareaustralia.com.au. And we also have a Facebook group. Feel free to send us an invitation, and we'll be able to put you in. Just one more important thing. If you want to be registered with Healthcare Australia and you're serious about going to Australia, just don't leave it to the last minute. Be registered with us prior to your departure. There's some things that we need to go through together. You need to know a little bit more information about you, some registration forms, some references. So it's always good that you contact us a few months prior to your departure, so then we can organize everything for you. So then when you arrive in Australia, everything will be ready for you, okay? So it will make things much easier for you in your whole journey towards Australia. So so this is it. I hope it was useful, and we do have the chat box, as I said. Feel free to ask any questions. We're gonna leave it open for another 15 minutes. And after that, if you still have questions, just get in contact with us. Just give us a call or send us an email, okay? Thank you very much for your time, and good luck.